G'day champions, how you doing? Ray here and here for Kiwi Rider. Great to have you along. In this video we are talking the Sena 50R and 50S. We'll just call it the Sena 50 series, eh? Here is my Sena 50R, and in the kit with the 50R you get this funny looking contraption. It looks like a charging cable, but it's got this big box on the front of it. And what it is a Wi-Fi dongle. Now usually these cables can handle a standard USB-A connector on one end and a USB-C connector on the other. Usually they can take your 5 volts from your computer or your wall socket and charge these devices, but also carry data. Now as far as I can tell, this computer cable here, this cable doesn't actually carry data. It uses the 5 volt from the wall socket through the USB-A socket here to power the Wi-Fi dongle and charge the Sena device. And the data actually comes from the Wi-Fi dongle. So what you need to do is configure this to connect to your house Wi-Fi, and then hopefully, in theory, you can use this cable to charge your Sena device every day, and when there is a firmware update, it will automatically do it for you. So let's dive into it and see how we can configure this device and how it works. First thing you need to do, obviously, is plug your USB-C cable into the back of the Sena device. Now, I am using a computer, but this is purely to power the device. It's not going to turn on the computer. And what we're going to use is my smartphone with the Sena app downloaded to connect via Wi-Fi to the dongle, to configure the dongle, and then it should do everything on its own. Okay, so once your Wi-Fi dongle is powered up, you will start seeing some red lights. That tells you that the Wi-Fi dongle is in fact powered up. It's outputting a Wi-Fi network that you can connect to, and you need your smartphone to connect to it. Alright, so we are going into the settings, into Wi-Fi. We are going to connect to the Sena WSC. It is an unsecured wireless network, no password required. Okay, we are connected. Now we can bring up the Sena 50 utility. Go to settings, go to Wi-Fi adapter, connect a new device. We are connected. Next. Now we have the option to auto firmware update, that is on, and we can change the name. So I'm going to change this to done. Hit next. Now I've only been able to connect this dongle to a 2.4 gig network, not a 5G network. So setup complete, and now the app is telling me that the firmware version for the Wi-Fi dongle is version 1.0. Latest firmware available is 1.0, so that's fine, and my Sena 50R is up to date. And that's it. So in theory now, because the Sena 50R can't be disconnected from my helmet, and I actually leave my helmet in the garage with the bike, I could leave this dongle, this powered cable, attached to a wall socket in the garage, charge the helmet in the garage, connect it to the Wi-Fi, it'll automatically do its updating just like that. In theory. I haven't tried it. I might give it a go and let you know how it goes, eh? Quite a cool piece of kit though from Sena. Quite a good idea. You don't see that from other manufacturers. Right. That's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to hit that like and that subscribe button. Check out the latest episode of Kiwi Rider podcast as well, available on iTunes. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, all of those platforms. A new episode every Thursday. And check out kiwiwriter.co.nz for the latest magazine. Comes out twice a month, absolutely free for you to read and download on any platform you like. Till next time, keep the rubber side down, throttle on. Thanks very much for watching, guys.